There's absolutely nothing worse than operating a business and having to deal with unpaid invoices and customers' excuses, especially as a sole proprietor. When operating a one-person business, you can barely find time to execute day-to-day operations. So following up on customers who owe you money is definitely a no-no. And this is why, Rockstars, I like residual income, because typically it's never late and it's excuse-free. Residual income in the context of this video is recurring earnings generated from past efforts. Imagine making a steady income from a business model that's 100% about recurring revenue. That's what we're going to focus on today. So in this video, I will share with you what I have proven to be, from my own experiences, one of the best one-person operated residual income business that you can start now and that has the potential to pay $9,000 per month or more in recurring revenue. What that means, Rockstars, is that money is coming in every month without you ever having to send out an invoice or to follow up with a customer who has defaulted on a payment. Now, this business model has been around before my grandmother was in diapers, so it has been tested and proven. It was actually introduced in the 1600s by newspaper and magazine publishers. So this is one business idea, Rockstars, that you cannot say in the comments, like some of you typically do, that it doesn't work. The question is, can you get it to work for you? Big brands like Netflix, Amazon, and Apple, they all use this business model. As an example, every month I pay Netflix $7.99 in subscription, whether I turn my TV on or not. I pay $139 every year for Amazon Prime subscription, which if you pay on a monthly basis, that works out to about $14.99 per month. And this is whether I ship a package to benefit from free shipping or stream a movie or a series on Prime Video. I also pay $6.49 every month for Apple Music, whether I listen to a song or anything for that matter or not. And I pay $20 to a YouTuber that I have a lot of respect for, who has set up a Patreon page to support their mission. And this is only a few of the many recurring payments that I have every month or every year. And I know you can identify because you also have some as well. But wouldn't you like to earn this way, where you're making money, whether people are remembering to use your service or not, or getting an opportunity to use your service or not? That said, the one-person subscription business model that I'll show you how to start in this video today is a subscription managed model, which is what all these examples that I just shared have in common. So let's explore the subscription model business and examples of how you can launch this model and make recurring or residual revenue, because the subscription economy is forecasted to reach a staggering $1.5 trillion, not million or billion, trillion dollars by 2025. And companies using subscription models, they actually retain 85% of their customers year over year. So let's stop just paying subscriptions to these companies and let's see how we can collect some. Because of this $1.5 trillion pie, all we need is just a few crumbs. We don't need the whole slice with our $9,000 goal per month. So here is subscription model number one. And there is a case study here that I want to share with you from Jason Derulo, or Derulo, however it's pronounced. My apologies, Jason. And he is a singer who is known for songs like Talk Dirty.
You talk dirty to me.
That song was Jason. But Jason, who was a pop sensation, known for good music, he actually expanded his business ventures by investing in Rocket Car Wash. Who would have thought, Rockstars, that a car wash could operate on a subscription model? But it was a brilliant idea, and the Rocket subscription model for the car wash has been a success. Now I'm popping up his membership plans here on screen, but let me give you a practical example of how this is working. Let's say Jason got 1,000 customers who subscribed to the Express Wash plan, which is $19.99 per month. That's his cheapest plan. The monthly revenue, 1,000 subscribers times $19.99, that's $19,990 per month. And over a year, that's $239,800 per year. And this, of course, is in revenue before his expenses are taken out. Now, Rockstars, it's hard for me to say you can go out there and start a car wash because we know it's a huge investment. So I'm going to share with you how I would downsize this car wash idea and approach it and build a subscription model around it to guarantee money coming in, whether my customers are remembering to call me to wash their cars or not. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. What I'm sharing here, it's either what I've experienced or what I've put thought to, and in some cases, like in this case, put it on paper because it's something I've thought about doing. So please consult your financial advisor to determine how your money should be spent. I'm just sharing ideas here. Now, at our home, we use this pressure washer here, and we bought it on Amazon for $149. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a more commercialized version of this pressure washer because it's extremely good, the brand that is, and I'm gonna invest about $264, and it's gonna get me a 3,000 max PSI, which can deal with more vehicles. And I also am going to buy one that use gas and not electricity. And you're going to understand why soon. Now, I would then secure a Toyota Voxy, or if you live in the US, a van that kind of looks like this one. And I'm going to buy it. It's selling on Jamaica Cars for $15,500. I know you can get a used one in the US for significantly less, or in Canada, the UK. If you're watching from India, Philippines, I see you guys. I know you're watching, and especially from Africa. So wherever you are, this model could potentially work, but remember to consult your financial advisor first. So I'm going to secure this Toyota Voxy, and then I'm going to rip out all the seats for what I'm about to do. Now, to secure it, for that $15,000 or whatever you can buy it for where you live, I'm not gonna use cash, but I'm gonna put a deposit down of about $10,000, maybe $5,000, whatever I can afford, or I'm gonna try to get a commercial loan with a lower deposit that has a 9-year span that will result in me paying $229 per month as a loan amount. If you can't get access to a commercial loan and you get a regular loan, for about 5 years, you'll pay $460, and that's because it's a used vehicle, so you wouldn't be able to get more than 5 years with a regular vehicle loan. My focus though is going to be to ask my banker for a commercial loan so that my payments are less. Now, as I was saying earlier, I would rip the seats out of that van that I procure, and I would buy this 400-gallon water tank, and I would put it in that van, and you can get some or equivalent 400-gallon tanks or bags on Amazon for about $135 as well. So that's another investment. So now I have a van with a water tank, a pressure wash that uses gas. It means that I'm operating a mobile car wash. So I'm going to take the service to you. You no longer, as a customer who's subscribed, need to leave your home to get your vehicle washed. I would then hire a driver who doubles as a primary car washer, and I would hire an assistant who helps him to wash the car so we can get through more cars and maximize scale. Now, to get customers, I'm going to find residential communities or gated communities with multiple dwellings. And if I can convince everyone in that gated community, it means that on one day I can just park up there and go from house to house, apartment to apartment, or townhouse to townhouse and wash vehicles without having a long commute. So that's ideal. And you're going to need to put forward a pitch to win these customers. And what I recommend is that you offer 50% off the price for the first 2 to 3 months of them washing their vehicle with you, but only if they sign up for your subscription. And as such, after those 3 months, that money is going to come in automatically. Now, the platform that I recommend for this subscription model is everwash.com. And this is where you can set up so your customers can go in, they can put in their payment details, and every month the platform will charge them in a recurring basis. You can set it up on Patreon and other platforms as well, but this one is designed specifically for car washing. Now, I would charge about $60 per month for a full service subscription. And what this is going to include is 4 washes for the month, but only 2 of those washes will get an interior vacuuming and cleaning. So basically for $60, I'll show up at your home 4 times for the month. On all 4 occasions, the Rockstar Car Wash, because we have to call it that, is going to wash the exterior of your car. But on 2 occasions, you're going to get a detailed interior cleaning to include vacuuming and everything else. And for $60, Rockstars, for someone coming to your home, that's a great deal. So I'm not seeing a lot of hesitation with people subscribing, but if you need to drop your rate or adjust it based on the economy where you live, and you talk to your financial advisor and they say you're to do this, then by all means, feel free to do so. Now, because it's my driver and his assistant that's doing the washing, I'm going to assume that a car will take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to build some commute in there because that's necessary. So let's say they get 8 vehicles in per day on average, because remember, some of them you're just washing the exterior, which should go by very quickly. And for others, you're doing the exterior and the interior. So that's on average. At 8 vehicles daily, that works out to you providing cleaning services for 173 vehicles. And here's the funny thing. As per CNBC, 58% of people who pay for a subscription never use it. They don't remember they have it, and they'll never call my company, Rockstar Car Wash, to get their vehicle done. So although our capacity is 173 vehicles per month, we're going to target anywhere from 346 to 500 customers per month. Because if we need to bring on a second assistant and have it be 3 persons to get through the vehicles, we're going to do what we have to do. And we're also planning to scale up and add more vehicles by reinvesting in our business anyway. So we're going to take on more than we can manage, knowing that 58% of people will never use that service. But if they do, we're going to scale up to meet the needs. So at $60 per customer, per subscription, per month, times, let's drop it in the middle and say 400 customers, that's $24,000 in revenue per month. Then you take out your loan expenses, which is $460. Your driver's pay, we're going to pay him well at $15 per hour, or you apply the payment amount for a good pay wherever you live. But let's say it's $15 per hour. So that's $2,400 a month that we'll take out. The assistant, we're going to pay them well as well because we don't want high turnover, and it's the right thing to do. We're going to pay him about $1,700 per month, and you can add commissions to that based on how many vehicles they get through to give them added incentives. So between the driver, who is also a washer, and the assistant, that's $4,100. And in Jamaica, as an example, where I live, I know I can get that done at 50% of the cost, and it's still great money for that driver. So it all depends. But we're going with the US model since the majority of you watching reside in the US. Now, petrol costs, let's put that at $500 because we need to buy gas for the pressure washer, but you also need to buy petrol for the vehicle to move around. So we're going to add another $500 for that, assuming you're keeping things close in a gated community like I described above. And then we're going to add another $500 to $1,000 for miscellaneous. So the total expenses will be closer to $6,500 to $7,000, somewhere in that region, which means that your profit per month is gonna be upwards of $16,000 US. Now, rock stars, if you only execute and make half of this, meaning you get half the customers and you do half of what I'm talking about, that's still $8,000 to $9,000 US a month that's coming in a recurring manner because your customers would have subscribed to benefit from your car washing services being delivered right there to their home. I would then rinse and repeat and then grow my car washing business by adding more vehicles to the fleet, hiring more staff, and I would also create add-on revenue by selling things like microfiber cleaning cloths, air freshener, car trash bins like this one that I use that I can't live without now because I seem to have more trash in my car than before I had it. But just accessories that are related to a vehicle that you can now sell your customers as an upsell. What this will do is it will increase your earnings and give you another stream of income. Now that you understand how I would do it, you can determine how you want to go about it. But I really like the car wash subscription model because there's going to be consistent cash flow coming in with these recurring payments from the customers. You're going to have loyal customers because that's what you get from a subscription model. They don't tend to disconnect unless they're dissatisfied with something, as an example. But you're also bringing convenience to your customer by taking this car wash to their doorsteps. Now, I have personally used a mobile car wash service for many years, and I was extremely satisfied with it. And this is when I laid out how I would approach it, but I didn't execute because I pursued other ways to make money. But it's something that you can try and it will give you subscription income. That said, if you have learned anything new or anything that adds value to your life at this stage, I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video, and you can write in the comments $9,000 a month because that's what we're working towards, and we need to document our goals in order to manifest them. Let's now move to the second subscription model on our list, and this one I personally do today, and I'm going to use it as an example. It's the Rockstar Club membership and subscription, and this is what I offer on Patreon. Now, to do this, you just need to figure out what you're good at or what you know that others don't know or don't know enough, but they would be willing to pay you for. Because that is the skill set, the knowledge, or what you're going to offer to your potential customers. And you're going to do so in a subscription model that's facilitated on a platform like Patreon that does everything for you automatically. You're then going to have to create tiers based on what you're offering, whether it's coaching, whether you're offering tips, whether you're putting people in a community of like-minded individuals, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to need to quantify it in buckets, and then you're going to charge a certain amount for the subscription per month for what it is that you're offering. Now, from my Rockstar Club membership or Patreon subscription, I'm up to 750 paid members, but thousands of free members. So for those who are on Patreon, I thank you for your support. And the subscription amount, it ranges anywhere from $5 per month to $100 per month, depending on what it is that you're trying to get out of this membership. Now, if you assume the lowest rate of $5 per month times 750 paid members, I would be earning $3,750, and that's per month in recurring subscription. If you assume an average, which is between $5 and $100, the average is about $39. For 750 paid members, it can be as much as $29,000 on a monthly basis. So the potential is huge, and $9,000 is definitely possible, but you're going to have to figure out how to pour into your community, and like I said earlier, how to create value and make sure it's worth subscribing and benefiting from. Now, it may be that you're into health and fitness, as an example, and it's not so much mindset coaching as I'm doing or financial coaching, but your focus is about living a holistic and healthy lifestyle. So on your Patreon, as an example, you can share recipes on the platform, because the platform gives you a social media interface, as I'm showing you here. So you can share recipes to your subscribers, cooking tutorials. You can host accountability sessions every month, as an example, where persons can show up and they weigh in and determine if they're losing weight or gaining weight. It all depends on their objectives, and you're making sure that they're on track in that live session, which is an accountability session. You can also have sessions where you meet with them on a monthly basis to inspire and share new knowledge, but you're constantly sharing material and content on your Patreon platform. And you can use YouTube by creating a channel that talks about fitness and health, as well as other social media platforms. You can also use a blog where you talk about the same things to send traffic to your Patreon subscription platform, which is really what I'm doing in essence. And you can start with a $25 membership tier for basic membership and a $50 membership tier where you can actually meet with the persons individually on a monthly basis, as an example. And you can target 400 members initially. And at $25, which is the lowest tier or the basic membership level, you would potentially earn $10,000 in a month. Now, the third subscription model is one that was executed by a lady named Sarah, and she called her business Framed by Sarah, or Sarah. Now, the background story is that Sarah launched her subscription box business to help women express themselves through creative designs and personalized frames. And she did this in 2017. She earns on a monthly basis, believe it or not, a whopping $125,000, and her revenue has actually surpassed $1.5 million a year. Now, these are some of the boxes that she offers on screen here, which include t-shirts plus other things. So it's not anything fancy, and she's charging anywhere from $20 per month plus shipping, $30 to as much as $64 per month plus shipping. She offers also monogram boxes or monogram box, and this is where you can personalize monogram items and accessories, and these range from $49 per month to $74 per month plus shipping. She also has combo boxes that the subscription for those are $25 to $55 per month. And Rockstars, for these boxes, which I don't think I would be a customer because I'm not seeing as much value in this, but I'm obviously not her target market, because there are people out there who is leveraging this and allowing Sarah to make great money in her business. To start your subscription model business, first you need to find a niche, and you can explore things that you're good at, that you're an expert in, hobbies or passions. Then you need to choose a platform. You can use Substack for your newsletter, as an example. You can use YouTube for Patreon or for video content, and you can use Stripe as an example for customized subscriptions, or for the car wash, the platform I mentioned earlier. Then you need to build content or a product library where you offer value in exchange for the subscription subscription. You then need to price the plan that you're offering and come up with a rate that's not too much for what you're providing. And then you need to market it. You need to market it with social media, with your blogs, with your videos, using SEO traffic, because how else are you going to grow your subscription business? And you need to deliver consistent value, making sure that your customers benefit adequately from their monthly subscription. I'm going to pop up here on screen as well so that you can do a screenshot some of the different types of subscription-based businesses that you can start that do very well from a setup, execution, and earnings perspective so that you can explore them. Rockstars, that's it. I hope you got value from this video, and I'm hoping that it will get you thinking about earning revenue in a recurring manner without having to call a customer to pay a bill. All the best. Thank you for watching, and remember to watch one of these videos that's popping up somewhere on screen here. And until next time, walk good.